You might think you're eating healthy, but if seed oils are in your diet, you could be setting yourself up for inflammation, heart disease, and even brain fog. You've heard people say, avoid seed oils, they're so toxic. But do you know why? Let's uncover the shocking history, the hidden dangers, and the real alternatives that our ancestors used to eat for thousands of years. Hello, wellness seekers. Welcome back. I'm your homeopathy doctor, and today we'll debunk the truth about seed oils. Now, before we talk about why seed oils are harmful, let's take a trip back in time. Did you know a little over 100 years ago, seed oils were not even considered food? Before the 1900s, people cooked with butter, ghee, tallow, and lard. Heart disease was rare, obesity was low, and chronic illnesses were almost unheard of. Then came Ansel Keys, a physiologist in the 1950s who changed everything. He conducted the 7 country study which claimed that saturated fats like butter and ghee were causing heart disease. The problem, his study was deeply flawed due to 3 main reasons. Number one, he cherry picked data, ignoring countries where people ate high saturated fat diets but had low heart disease rates. Number two, he overlooked the role of sugar and processed foods in rising heart disease cases. And number three, his theory was never proved, yet it shaped nutrition policies for decades to come. Now, Ansel Keys' theory launched at a time when industries were looking for a cheap alternative to lubricate machines and make soaps. Cottonseed oil was one of the first oils that was introduced. It was literally considered toxic waste before companies figured out how to refine it and market it as food. Then, during World War II, animal fats became expensive and scarce. Food companies saw an opportunity and started aggressively marketing seed oils, calling them heart healthy without real science to back it up. Imagine, heart healthy. And that's how these toxic oils found their way into almost every household. So, what's the reality? Multiple modern studies have debunked Ansel Keys' theory, proving that saturated fats like ghee and butter do not cause heart disease. But seed oils that are rich in inflammatory omega 6 fats actually do. So, how did India, a land where ghee was considered sacred and healing, suddenly start using refined seed oils? This is because of a few reasons. Number one is that we love to get influenced by Western influence and food policies. As global health authorities pushed low fat diets, Indian doctors and nutritionists followed suit, demonizing ghee and promoting light vegetable oils. Number two is aggressive marketing. In the 1980s and 1990s, big food corporations spent millions advertising refined oils as the modern, healthy alternative to ghee and mustard oil. Brands like Dalda and Fortune ran ads claiming cholesterol free oils were better for the heart. And number three, economic factors. As ghee became expensive, people switched to cheaper, highly processed seed oils like sunflower, soybean, and rice bran oil. And what happened next? Heart disease cases in India skyrocketed. So, we've heard that fat is bad, but not all fats are created equal. Natural fats like ghee, butter, lard, coconut oil, these are stable, nourishing, and they have been used for centuries. While seed oils like soybean, canola, sunflower oil are processed, unstable, and promote inflammation. Here's what happens when you cook with seed oils. First is they oxidize easily because polyunsaturated fats break down under heat, releasing free radicals that damage your cells, protein, and DNA. And then they spike inflammation. Omega 6 fatty acids in these oils throw off your body's natural balance and increase the risk of chronic diseases. And number three is that they clog up your metabolism. Studies show that excessive PUFAs, that is polyunsaturated fats, can lead to insulin resistance, making weight loss harder. A 2017 study in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism found that high omega 6 intake is linked to increased inflammation, obesity, and cardiovascular disease. So much for heart healthy oils. Even if you don't cook with seed oils, they're everywhere in your diet. You might be consuming them without even knowing it. They're sneaking into packaged snacks like biscuits, namkeen, chips, all bakery items, fast food, fried snacks, and street food, sauces and dressings like mayo, ketchup, and even the so called healthy salad dressings, instant foods like obviously instant noodles, frozen meals, and processed sweets. Now, I'm not saying you should completely eliminate this, once in a while is okay, but don't make it a habit. Even restaurants use them because they're so cheap. So, next time you eat out, check what oil they're using. Just to prove our point, let's compare two lifestyles. The traditional diet, that is pre 1900s, which consisted mostly of ghee, mustard oil, butter, or lard, whole foods, and hence minimal inflammation. while the more modern diet, that is the post 1950s diet, is full of refined seed oils, processed foods, and hence obesity, heart disease, and autoimmune disorders have skyrocketed. And it's not a coincidence that these diseases have skyrocketed ever since seed oils became the norm. So now that we know what not to eat, let's talk about what we should use instead. So here's a breakdown of the best natural fats and their benefits. Number one, the ultimate king, ghee. It is the ultimate cooking fat because it is stable at high heat, it is great for digestion, rich in vitamins A, D, and K, and has been used in Ayurveda for centuries. And then we have coconut oil, which is antimicrobial, boosts metabolism, perfect for frying and high heat cooking. Next is cold pressed mustard oil, which is great for Indian cooking. It is packed with antioxidants. And lastly, we have animal fats like lard and tallow. If you eat meat, these are stable at high heat and provide essential fatty acids. And a special note on extra virgin olive oil. Remember to only use it cold. Drizzle it on salads, but don't cook with it. Why? Because at high heat, olive oil breaks down the double bonds in its chemical structure and then becomes toxic, just like the oils that we discussed above. So, what do we avoid at all costs? Sunflower oil, soybean oil, canola oil, rice bran oil, and cottonseed oil. Make sure to check labels and always choose cold pressed, unrefined, or traditional fats. Okay, so you're convinced. But how do you actually get rid of seed oils entirely from your diet? Step 1 is to stop buying refined oils, switch to ghee, coconut oil, or mustard oil as much as possible. Step 2 is to read the ingredient labels. You see vegetable oil or hydrogenated oil, put it back on the shelf. Step 3, cook at home more often so you have control over the fats that you're consuming. And step 4, ask the restaurants what oil they use whenever you go to eat outside, or choose places that cook in butter, ghee, or one of the options we discussed above. It's a simple change, but it can really transform your health. So, next time you reach for a bottle of cooking oil, ask yourself, do you want real nourishing fats or industrial byproducts? Tag a friend who needs to hear this, share this video, and let's help more people break free from seed oils. Take care, stay healthy, and see you in the next one.